Hello, community. So this time this is just a funny story. I had to talk about it. Okay, a lot of people went out and they bought Naughty Dog's The Last of Us, right? And inside magazines in the game, they're actually hotline numbers, right? They're supposed to be fictional numbers. They're not supposed to be real. Well, it turns out that some of these numbers in these magazines are actually functioning sex lines that are actually real. That people actually type in the number, they will call a sex line. And it's funny. Reading the article, they basically said, that they thought they could change area code to 555 to make the number invalid, kind of like what they do in movies. But the problem was that if you have 1-800 in front of it, it's now a working number. So they put these numbers in the game, thinking that they weren't real, and then anybody who decides to call these numbers for fun, they are real. So now Naughty Dog is scrambling, trying to remove these numbers, and they're going to fix this and remove them. And they said it was a minor oversight mistake. And it's just kind of funny how, again, when you see these games and you see stuff in games, these are one of the more things that, the developers said, hey, we need to put numbers in. This number looks good. Not ever thinking, maybe we should call this number to make sure that you can't really get a hold of anything that we don't want people to get a hold of. And now they can, and why it's not a major controversy. It's silly and funny when you think about it. It's just something that, an oversight of a company that you don't want any bad publicity for any reason. And this definitely is one of those things where you should have probably checked the numbers first. Where was the person who should have said, hey, we should have checked these numbers? And so now you got this thing out there, and it's just funny. Like today's day and age, where everything's criticized, and that you didn't check this. Oh, well, a little bag on their face. It is funny because now what's going to happen is everybody's going to go rush out before they fix this and call the numbers to find out what these numbers actually are, because that's what happens when this happens. People are curious, like, ooh, I wonder what this is. What's the big deal? What's the big secret? And they're going to call this, and again, today's day and age, they better be hoping that one kid doesn't call this number and doesn't rack up a big bill, and then they get sued by some parent. That's the worst thing, right? Because then you get sued, and then you get your lawmakers getting all upset and all the silly stuff that always happens. But love to hear your thoughts about this. What do you think about the fact that Naughty Dog in the Last of Us game forgot to check the numbers? And are you going to check the numbers? Anyway, talk to you guys later.